Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm actually here with a new save, and I'm in Football Manager 16. So this is going to be one of the new saves I'll be playing. Um, I do have two other saves planned, but this one is going to be the plan for the beta, I guess, and it will continue into the full game. The other two games I'm looking at playing are have databases involved in them, so we'll see what happens with that. But this save is actually it's AS Avellino, who are in the Serie B of Italy. The reason why I've chosen Avellino is due to actually a staff member of theirs. If I look at the coaching team and then look at the assistant manager, his name's Mark Giulio Strucali, and he is actually my mother's cousin. As you can see there, he was born in Dorking in 1962. Now, I don't have much contact with him, but I know of him, and I've met him once before. And he actually had a football career. In the height of his football career, he played for Roma, and he actually played in the 1984 European Cup final versus Liverpool. Came on as a sub. They did lose on penalties, but it's pretty incredible playing for Roma in a European Cup final versus Liverpool. And now he's an assistant manager in FM, well, in real life. He was assistant manager for Tirana last year. He doesn't actually have any of his playing career on this history, which is quite annoying, but he's recently just moved to AS Avellino. So I thought I might as well do one for them. So sort of like family members running as assistant manager and manager, and see how we can get him to Serie A and see how well we can do and get to Europe and whatnot. So that's what I thought I would do with this. So Avellino, they've actually had quite a big rise in recent years. They're one of the many clubs that suffered with the whole sort of bankruptcy and with sort of the bribery and match-fixing problems in Serie A. Because in just any leagues. They were in C1 and they got dropped straight down Serie D. And I read up at them, they had to stay like 5 years in the Serie D or something like that. Or they had to stay an amount of time down there, and they've recently just moved their way up through the leagues, and now they're back to the Serie B, actually higher than they were before. Well, not higher, but they're actually in the Serie B now. So they are about mid-table, I'd say. If we look at season preview, all the screens are so nice. It's all very different. So this is literally on the day it's coming. The beta has been released, so I'm quite excited about it. So we're 12th, position to 12th. We're an all right club. Nothing, just a mid-table Serie B squad. Got some nice kits. If we look at finances wise, the new funds. We got 1 million in the bank, so we don't have much. We don't have much transfer budget. We kind of we got a bit in the wage, bit in the transfer. If we look at our squad, the sort of standout players. If we look at ability-wise, we actually have Marcelo Trotta as a striker in the club, which I thought was a bit odd. So he's joined us now, so he'll definitely be getting quite a few games. Mariano Arini, who is a centre mid, who looks quite good. We've also got Antonio Zito, who is a left back / left wing back. Another striker, Castaldo. We got sort of a plethora of good strikers. Makulu as well, quite a good striker. Tavano, 36 years old, but he's good enough for Serie A. He's on quite a high wage, so I'm going to see how he does, and I might have to sell him on due to how much he actually costs me. But we'll see how things go with this. I've only played like 2 days so far because I wanted to get this sort of little intro up. I'll go through pre-season, do some transfers, and I'll come back and show you the transfers, and then maybe we could play the first game of the league, or maybe the Italian Cup. That's in a few days. I'll probably do the first game of the league unless we get somewhere in the Italian Cup. But yeah, so I'll be back then. Alright guys, so I'm back now. We're at the end of pre-season. We have our first league game against Vicenza coming up, but I will take you through all our transfers and our pre-season games and our Italian Cup games. So we made quite a bit of transfers this window. We let one player go out. We let Daniel O'Frady go out on loan as a goalkeeper. I wanted to get him out. No one really left. I've tried to get people to leave, but obviously, as the first season, no one wants to leave. So the first player I brought in was Giuseppe Prestia, who is a very, very good right centre back. Italian, just a free agent, previously at Parma, and he's basically walked in as one of our best centre backs. So that's very, very good in that sense. After that, we loaned Southampton's Harrison Reed as a centre mid. He's very good. I'm quite surprised we were actually able to get him. His report's really good, one of our best centre midfielders actually. After that, we got another very good player, Pierre-Eric Cross, who is a French goalkeeper. He used to play for Sochaux Montbert and RPM in Belgium. He's actually our starting goalkeeper now. That's why we loaned our other goalkeeper out to try and get him out because we didn't need him anymore. Then we went a bit crazy on the loans because I just needed sort of backups everywhere because we have good starting players, but our backups aren't as good, especially in the formation I'm trying to play in before people get sort of used to it. So first off, we've got Tyus Browning from Everton on loan, who's a centre-back / right-back, so he's good backup. Charis Mavray, who is a right-wing, left-winger from Sunderland. He's going to be back up on the right. Connor Chaplin from Portsmouth, the young attacking midfielder. He is back up for the attacking midfield role. Bozo Jean-Armel Drolet from Perugia, who is a backup striker and attacking mid-right. Casey Palmer from Chelsea, who is also a backup centre mid and attacking mid. We also signed Julien Remiti. We did quite a bit of actually on transfer deadline day. These were all on deadline day. Who is a defensive mid, quite young. He's only 20s, French defensive mid previously from AC Ajaccio. Got quite a good report on him, so hopefully he can develop well. We've got two more Italian players. Not Italian, but from Italy. Christian D'Orso, who is a sort of general centre mid / right wing, left wing player from Roma on loan. And then Jose Correa from Inter, who is a backup attacking mid / left and right winger. And most of these players are under 18 because you can have as many players on loan as you want and as many players in the team as you want, as long as you only have, I think it's 20 over 21 players and 18 over 18 players. So I decided to sign a few youngsters that can hopefully be backup stars, get a bit of game time, and help us out when we get injuries and stuff. Because I think the team is quite fragile when considered looking at our sort of backups and whatnot. But we played 5 games. We had a friendly versus Sorrento, which started off very, very well, an 8-1 win. Marcelo Trotta getting a hat-trick in that game. We then played Reggiana in the second qualifying round of the Italian Cup. We beat them 1-0, a goal from Antonio Zito, who is our left mid / left back. Then we had a friendly versus Caves, which was a 1-1 draw. We then lost to Hellas Verona 4-1. They are from Serie A, which wasn't the best. They have Luca Toni for them as well, which is pretty ridiculous. And then unfortunately, we just got destroyed by them early on. There was 2-0 within the first 25 minutes, and they got one right before half-time. Marcelo Trotta did get one back in the end for a bit of consolation, so that was good. Then we played Cagliari, who are also Serie A. We fared much better in a friendly, 1-1, Antonio Zito with the goal there. So we got Vicenza today. Don't know where they actually are supposed to finish. They finished 8th, so they're above us in that sense. We're finished 12th. This is the team we're going to go. Okay, so it seemed that FM16 crashed, which I guess is to be expected because it's beta at the moment. But I was going to say, here we are going into the first game, and this is the team we're going to go with. We've got Cross in goal, Visconti left back, Chiosa and Prestia centre backs, Tyus Browning at right back, Angelo defensive mid, Harrison Reed centre mid, Zito on the left, Insigne, not that Insigne, Roberto Insigne on loan, in the attacking midfield role, Mavray on the right, and Marcelo Trotta up front. So it actually tells you about match fitness, which is quite good, and then we get to get some things off. They are the favourites because we were at home, so they're playing 4-1-3-2 or whatever it is. The one that I play with, except defensive mid instead of the attacking mid. Let's just get all the stuff on as per usual. They haven't changed this, unfortunately, as much as I wanted to go back to the way it was in FM14. You got to do it all over again, like each individual one, which is unfortunate. as there's lots of clicking involved in that. There we go. But yeah, the game seems quite alright so far from what I've played. I've only played a bit. We'll see how things go as time goes on. There's a lot more, I guess, stuff to look for and stuff to look through. It's a lot more in depth, I'd say, which is quite good, because when you want to sort of go a lot more in depth, which I'm going to be doing, I have that ability to look for players and sort of look at stats and whatnot. And there's also little added bits everywhere, little graphics everywhere, which look quite nice. But the first goal, Tirana are up. 20 minutes in, there's not really been much going on in the game. They've got quite a bit of possession as well, which unfortunately I'm still going to try to figure out what might be the best formation and what the best instructions will be for us, as they've changed the instructions into this whole new thing with the sliders and whatnot. But nothing really going on. 38 minutes approaches, 40 minutes, coming up to half time. Are we going to get a highlight before half time? 2 minutes added time? Nope, straight to half time. Assertively, I'm not happy. Go straight back out into the second half, because we are at home here. I'd like to get a first win in our first live com. And yeah, I think... Oh, here we go. Highlight. D'Angelo, Insigne. Trotter into Browning, who loses it but keeps hold of it. Into Reed. D'Angelo. Insigne. Trotter. Great passing play there. That was fantastic. Really, really nice passing play as everyone just passes it around there. As we see, Reed puts it into D'Angelo. Back heel to Insigne's first time to Trotter. Trotter first time in the back of the net. Lovely play, boys. Okay, they've made their first substitution. They made their second substitution as well. Let's change that as per usual. I have to do it like take every game serious. Like with Lido, you can take games really easy, apart like in the league and stuff. I'm gonna have to take every game serious because we have a good chance to lose every game, which isn't the best. Okay, gonna make our first substitution. Let's have a look. D'Angelo's looking tired. I like that. This is also one of the things they added. They brought in, like, once you pull a player off, it suggests people. So I'm bringing Arini on for Reed. He was actually bid for. He's one of our higher value players, and wanted to leave. And I said no, and he got a bit pissy. And then I just sort of held my ground, and then he sort of stepped down, which is quite good. And I'm also going to bring on Gavazzi for Mavray, because Gavazzi played quite well in pre-season. Let's go from there, see what happens. They've also got an injury there. Presti is looking a bit tired. Ascoli are doing well. Another short corner. Off the post. Oh, yes, Reed. Good stuff. 2-0. Makes it a bit more comfortable for there. So I've got short corners on. I decided to set up the corners with the whole new wizard they've got. Comes off the play at the post. Reed somehow able to turn. Don't know how he didn't get tackled there. And was able to put it away, put us up 2-0. Very good stuff. They got a highlight straight after that. Samprisi into Gatto, puts that over. He's on dead at the moment. We've got another highlight actually. It's picked up in this second half. They've got the ball, going to play it to Gatto. Tackled. Zito gets to that. Insigne. Across to Arini. To Gavazzi. To Trotter. Great play. This is amazing. Good. First live com here. 3-0 up now. 2 subs connecting, and then into Trotter. I think Trotter's going to be a very big player for us because he's so highly rated already, and he's only 22, so that's very good. Going into the last few minutes here, it looks like it's going to be a comfortable 3-0 win in our first league match, even though they predicted higher than us, which gives us a lot of hope. And the play has been amazing. The passing play between everyone. Good stuff, Prestia with the tackle there. Yeah, this is the last 10 seconds. Nothing really going to happen now, but good start. So, on to what happens next with sort of updates and whatnot. If I look at this, it's very, very quick to process through. Where are we now? If we go, I guess 1 month? No, there's only 4 games there. If we go every 2 months, we'll have a sort of recap and a let's play, or not let's play, a recap and a gameplay, because that means you can get sort of, I don't know, 6 episodes a season, 5, 6 episodes a season, depending on what happens. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the first sort of episode for my new series, and we'll see where it can take us. We started off well. Let's see how much better we can go from there. So it's been Alex, guys, and see you later.